Learning Tool 2.1 Spreadsheets. Task 1 to compute for required values using appropriate formula numeric functions. To compute for the percentage score, click on cell D5 and type the corresponding formula. C5 divides C16 times 100. Then convert the result to percentage by clicking on the percent symbol in the Home tab. Let's set the decimal into two places by right-clicking on D5. Choose Format Cells, then choose Percentage under Category and 2 for decimal places. To ensure that C16 will not increment, place a $sign before and after C in the formula D5. Let's repeat the process for computing the percentage score for performance task and quarterly assessment using corresponding raw scores and highest possible scores. For computing the weighted score for written work, click on cell E5 and type the corresponding formula. Equal sign, then D5 times E3. Format the result to two decimal places, this time under the category number instead of percentage. Then, let's drag the formula and make sure that the value of our weight component does not change. And let's repeat the process for computing the weighted score. Initial grade is computed as the sum of all weighted score from written work, performance task, and quarterly assessment. Task 2 to use the VLOOKUP function to return an equivalent value from a reference value. Highlight the cells that contain the values of initial grade and equivalent transmuted grade, and type in transmutation as the name of the table. Then, let's begin providing the formula. Click on cell M5 and formula should look like this. Equal sign VLOOKUP open parenthesis L5 comma transmutation comma 2 comma L5 close parenthesis. Then do the same for all students. Just drag the formula M5. On the transmutation sheet, create a table array and name it descriptor. Then, provide the VLOOKUP formula for all students. And don't forget to check if the correct descriptor is displayed for each student. Task 3 to use the if function to test condition and display corresponding result. Let's start determining the grade remark by using the if function, and formula will be equal sign if open parenthesis M5 greater than or equal to 75 and value of true is passed and value of false is failed. Task 4 to use the count and countif functions to determine the number of cells that qualifies for the criteria. To count the total number of students, we need to use the count formula. Then, we have a total number of 10 students. And to count the number of students who passed and failed, we need to use the countif formula. And there you go, we have 8 students who passed, and we have 2 students who got failed. By determining the number of students of their respective descriptors, we need to use the countif formula again. And take note, it has to be exactly the same in spelling and spacing. Task 5 to use charts in presenting data. First, we need to select the values that will be represented in the chart. Then on the Insert tab in the chart group, choose 2D column. Then go to Design tab and select Row and Column. Then add Chart Title and Access Title. Then label it. And your final output should look like this. We're done!